Sorry, I was finishing a sandwich. All right. All right. Hey, Durand. Hey, 255. Oh, no, not Monster Girls. Oh, goodness. Daily life. Same developer as what I played on Wednesday. Hey, Jennifer. All right, off we go with Wife Quest. Well, normal mode's all we can do right now, so let's do it. The drool line. Classic. I really like how casual the husband was about it. It's like, honey, the orc girls are here again. I think it's a side scroller 255. Oh, ow. Oh. Ouch. Oh. So much sympathy for the villain on that one. All right. Start a new journey in Wife Quest. All right. Let's see. All right, so we've got a jump. Those don't seem to do anything. All right, right now, all I've got is a jump and a slash. Okay. Seems to be, Christina. All right, tutorial. It's not the most. It's not the most flowing jump in the world. It's honestly a little too vertical. It's like straight up and right away. Oh. I believe it, 255. Okay, so they don't really stop while I'm attacking them. Oh! What? What? What the? Is that a neck break? What? Okay. Okay. Oi. Okay. Yeah, they are completely unmoved by the attacks, which is a little awkward. We'll see if I can get the hang of that. Hey, Carowin. It's good to see you. You haven't missed much. I think Cupid Violet is definitely the energy of the protagonist they're going for sure. Why are there skulls just floating up? I'm assuming I don't want them to touch me. Oh, no. Doesn't seem to matter. Oh, I bet it means there's just something deadly below. Okay, that makes more sense. Actually, you know what? I really like that feature. That, like, if it's a death drop, the little skulls come up. Because, like, it's a common frustration in platforming games where, like, you'll fall down something and realize, oh, there's ground down there. You fall down another one, and it's just a deadly pit. It's nice to have the difference marked out, honestly. That's neat. That's actually kind of a neat idea as far as these things go. I don't know if I actually gain anything by going through that animation. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. But I don't know at this point. Oh, I do have a double jump. Oh. Oh, wait, I don't? I could have sworn I did. Oh, weird. I agree with that, 255. Whoa! Little rock thrower, are ya? Jump in the butt! I'm not entirely sure what that means, Christina. Alright, I've got all those ones animations, I think. Or is that one a different hair color? I don't know. I hope the jumping doesn't get very precision-based, because the jump is a little awkward. I think it goes too vertical too fast. Like, nailing down the feel of platform jumps is, like, it's harder than you think, and you don't realize that until you play something that kind of screws it up. Like, I think we tend to think of it as easy because, you know, the feel of getting it right was kind of perfected back in the 80s with the original Mario games, but sometimes it can still feel off. I played a game not too long ago that just had a very floaty descent that also felt off. Checkpoint, okay. Yeah, same dev team. Do you know anything about the lore of this game, or you just... I have only just started it. The lore seems to be monster girls like my husband. They took him, now I fight them. And, like, this scenario is oddly casual. Because, like, one of the first things that happened was Orc Girl showing up with a husband being like, honey, they're here again. Sorry, give me a second. Kemonomimi. Yeah, is when a human character has animal features like... Yeah, they seem to be doing that. They're calling them monster girls in this. And of course, he's just asleep. Yeah, it seems to be doing that thing a little bit, Christina. Which is kind of what they did in Mating Cops, too. I just want to check something real quick. I think this one's older than Mating Cops. Let me just check that, though. If this thing will load, give me the dang information. Anytime. Yeah, Maiden Cops is the more recent of their games. That one's from just last year. This one's from a couple of years ago. So, which makes sense, because this one, like, while it is a different style of game, it's, it feels a little rougher around the edges. Came across an Instagram manga where the gimmick was he's trapped in his video game while he had a god mode cheat on, so it's like a One Punch Man situation. Huh. I've never really watched One Punch Man, so like I know the premise, and I have found myself going like, okay, what's the story? But it must have something, because I've heard that at least the first season is good. Whoa, spikes. Checkpoint? Checkpoint. Be curious if we get more mechanical complication to it, because right now, just jump and attack and that's it. It's pretty basic. And normally the way I would expect a game like this to complicate is by the game over time requiring better precision and mastery of the jump and attack, but like they're both so basic, and again the jump kind of not the best feeling. I'm hoping that they introduce some more mechanics as we go. Oh, it's so meta! Yeah, dude, meta! I don't know, meta can go either way for me these days. I'm not automatically turned off by it, but you know, as you get older, it's not as mind-blowing. That having been said, good example of meta. This morning I saw they released the first teaser for the new Naked Gun, starring Liam Neeson. Oh boy, I have no idea if the movie's going to be any good. It might not be, honestly. The Naked Gun isn't as good as people remember it. But I will say this. They nailed it as a teaser. Like, the jokes that they opted to do and the level of meta they did in that teaser, I'm like, oh, that's good. So, solid start for that. Good first impression. Again, I don't necessarily expect the movie to be good, but solid first impression is not nothing. Is there anything over here? Whoa. Whoa, okay. I know Seth MacFarlane's involved. I think he's only producing. I don't know anything about the writers. And again, like, being able to pull together some good jokes for a trailer doesn't mean you can make it work for a full movie, which is kind of what I expect out of that. But we'll see. Oh, I think the check mark are the ones that I've gotten the animation for, which means I haven't got you. Or, no. So what does the check mark mean then? Huh. Now I'm real curious. Oof. I know, but, like, again, knowing McFarlane's political leanings and that he's involved, I would expect him to rein that in if Zucker tried to go overt with it. You know what I mean? Sorry, give me a second. Annoys me Liam Neeson got so little crap for me he once planned to... okay, 255. I'm gonna ask that we not broach that topic because I do not want to. And also, I don't know if that's true either, Christina. Like, if you can cite me something he himself has actually said, as opposed to what has appeared on Family Guy, which he doesn't even write for anymore, then, like, I'll hear you out. But honestly, I am not aware of any issues with the man himself, and I do not automatically take jokes made in a work that they have not, like, publicly defended outside of that as an automatic assumption of core beliefs. When you're dealing with what I'm just going to call pure comedians, people who are there in the intent to make you laugh more than anything else, I think I put very little stock in the jokes being an indication of core beliefs. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, but I don't assume that they are in cases like that. And then there's others who make it super clear that they're talking about what they believe. That's where you get, you know, Dave Chappelle and a bunch of other jackasses. But if you can cite me something other than what's been on Family Guy, I'll listen. Otherwise, I'd ask to, like, nah, give that a pass as a topic. What the heck was that? Oh! Oh, falling platforms, okay. I wonder what the cash is for. I've been collecting it. Ah! Ah! Whoops. It's okay, Chris. Like, I know these are heated things, and we all have very, very strong feelings about all of it. So, appreciated. Okay, 255. He has been saying for a long time he has no involvement in the writing anymore, nor does he give notes to the writers. All he does is come in and say his lines. That's all he's done for, I think, over a decade now. Now, if you want to criticize the show, fine, but I think if you are looking outside the times when he actually has bothered to have creative input into it, then I think you cannot hold him directly responsible for that. That would be a good callback, Jennifer. I'd be there for that. Haven't heard of that one, Jason. Hey, Izzy. But yes, I regardless of what you think of Liam Neeson or the other creatives involved, I would encourage people to at least check out the teaser for The Naked Gun, because there is a gag in it, especially towards the very end of the teaser, that really got me, and I think is a legit good gag. And I like it. So whoa, hello. That's a lot of money. What's it about, Carowin? I haven't even heard the name. Darkman is an odd little movie. It's fun, but that's a strange little movie. Okay, so it's just that villain because they're bigger who doesn't have a knockback. Dad was watching one of the old Naked Gun movies the other day and walked in just as OJ was appearing. Yeah. I'm trying to I think my favorite Neeson movie is probably The Gray. I really like that movie anyways. And he's quite good in it. He sells it really well. Progress saved! Yay! I would still like to know what the heck I can use this cash for, though. Oh, absolutely not, Jennifer. Big agree on that. Hey, Dharma. Harf. Harf. That's... I guess that's a panting sound. Harf. Harf. Okay. Sure, why not? I like that they're both panting and tired. Like, I am, she is. I kind of like that as a touch, actually. Well, the villains do. It's been the villains have been insulting the the main character for being flat-chested. Oh, whoa, ah, okay. Jeez, ah, this feels like a supposed to lose fight. Yeah, that's pretty fair, 255. It's the one where it turns out a miracle drug has a literally fatal flaw and there's a limited period of time before everyone who's taken it dies. Oh, dang. That's a potent premise for sure. Well, in a lot of ways, Darkman feels like his audition to direct Spider-Man. I am a wife, and I must quest. I am on a wife quest. That is a good question. What is that? A magic shield. Oh, okay. Oh, good. We are introducing New mechanics. Good, 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 good. Okay. I don't know how it works, but okay. Okay. Now I have a defend option. Reflect, project. Ooh, nice. Yeah. I would like it if there wasn't contact damage. I'm not a fan of contact damage in games generally. I don't... I'm not going to say it never works, but I find myself annoyed with contact damage more often than not. I did, Izzy. I didn't comment on it at all because like it was just an extended scene, and that's not usually something I'm going to comment on. Sorry, give me a second. Going from loving to hating them back to loving Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies as an adult. Second one's the best one. That's just kind of my end-all be-all statement on that. Is everybody have the hots for my husband? Well, I certainly act like they all do. Like, my character is a little over uppity about her husband, but at the same time, like, the game is kind of bearing out that everybody is at least flirting with him, if not trying to kidnap him. So it's slightly justified. So we could all share him? Wow. Hang on a sec, folks. Sorry about that. We might get intermittent interruptions. There's a phone call coming into the house that I need to be sure I answer, which means I can't ignore the phone like I usually do. There's a lot I don't like about the third one. My main thing is, like, people get down on Venom. I'm like, Venom is not the biggest problem with this movie. Fairy Forest. I mean, Taken's fun. I would that Taken is better filmed, honestly. Ow. Okay. Gotta figure you out. Like, I have way more problems with Sandman than with Venom in that movie, to be blunt about it. Ah, jeez. Ah! Dang it. Okay, this has gotten more complicated. I'm aware, Ms. Wicked Wolf. I saw it. You are irritating. There we go. I'm not sure they will, Izzy. Just because he's got his own franchise. And not like that I think they're above, you know, mixing and matching the, you know, having overlap. Yeah, I thought so. Having overlap between the live action and the animated, but I would imagine that they want to try to avoid that if they can. Dang it. Okay. Alright, I've got the hang of that now. Checkpoint, baby! I did not, Jason, and I'll believe it when it gets past a second film. Because as far as I'm concerned, announcing that, it just feels like the Dark Universe nonsense all over again. Give me that money. What the heck? Oh, okay. Yeah, if it's live action especially, big agree with that, Carowin. Like, let's be clear. None of the feature-length Dr. Seuss adaptations are any good. Like, none of them. But the live action ones are a particular form of pain compared to the animated ones. Though none of the animated ones are good either, so... Okay. Amazing Spider-Man 2 honestly gets slightly more flack than it deserves. Like, that's one of those cases where I'm not gonna say it's good, but like people talk about it like it's the apocalypse of superhero movies, and it's not. Like it's just a mediocre movie that's trying to do too much. Dang it. I gotta learn to check for you. And I do like that Andrew Garfield kind of got to redeem himself from that. The live action Grinch has, and like, it is what it is. I'm not saying this to pull one of those, oh, these darn kids things, but like, the live action Grinch has gotten a pass in recent decades for the same reason that the Star Wars prequels got a pass, which is that the generation that watched them actually as kids are now old enough to make the adult argument, actually, it's not that bad. And or we think it's good, actually. Which, I don't agree, but, you know, they're at an age where they can do that. What do I mean by that? Because his appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home, I think gave people the opportunity to like his Spider-Man in a film, you know, without having to caveat, he's pretty good, but the movie sucks. And again, like, he was never the problem. Don't get me wrong. So it's not like it was his fault that it didn't work, but, you know, it always kind of sucks when you have somebody who's good for a part, but it doesn't matter because the movie's trash. I don't give it a pass because, like, I feel like what it did with the property was kind of antithetical to the idea of what it was, and some of the specifics are like, have you even read the original? Why is any of this here? That having been said, it had its vision and it stuck to it. So I guess if we are going to compare, say, the live action Grinch to the Illumination Grinch movie that I literally keep forgetting exists, I guess the live action one has a slight leg up for, you know, committing to what it's doing so hard to be memorable. Whereas the Illumination one was so middle of the road, I keep forgetting about it. So, you know, grading on a curve, sure. Sure. It can have the title of better for odd reasons feature-length version of The Grinch. Like, none of them are anywhere near as good as the Chuck Jones short, and thus will it always be. But, you know. It's not the worst for me. Cramming in 3 villains from the ground up is way too much. Still like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man in both movies despite the flaws. He's pretty good at it. The suit in Amazing Spider-Man 2 looks phenomenal. I think even still, I think that's the best looking Spider-Man suit that's been put to film. I think that's freaking flawless. And people get on, like, say the ending doesn't work. Like, the actual last scene, I think is goddamn perfect. I think it's fantastic. What about the Danny DeVito Lorax Benedict Cumberbatch Grinch? Well, the Cumberbatch Grinch is the one that I just said is so middle of the road I keep forgetting it exists, and the Lorax can go die in a pit. So, there you go. That was frustrating. Just listening to an episode of Star Trek Rewatch podcast, they decided to talk extensively about how the plot of the Voyager episodes relates to modern trans issues. It bugged me. They decided to have a discussion without having a trans guest host. Like, if I was them, I'd not be comfortable doing that without Jesse or someone similar on. I mean, I'm not going to fully agree insofar as I don't think distance from a subject should 100% preclude somebody from broaching that subject. I think if they do, they should be caveating basically everything they say with, understand this is from the perspective of someone who is not actually part of that community, which is the kind of thing that Jesse and I have to say pretty much every time we get into a deeper aspect of the racial issues with or racial points that are being made in anything we watch, because, you know, we're both white. So I think as long as you are acknowledging your own limitations, I don't think it's a problem discussing it. If you can get somebody on, then do, by all means. But I don't think I don't think you are required to do that before you're allowed to broach the subject. So, now the question for me is, do I need to go and get those chests again that I had opened before? Are they gonna stay got? No. Oh, they are. Okay. Oh, okay. So the ones that recharge are the ones that have something other than cash, and the ones that are cash only stay open. Okay. Zeus wasn't the greatest person in real life. Nobody is. Nobody is, Ms. Wicked Wolf. That is an unhelpful statement. Even Mr. Rogers, you can find moments where it's like, that's not the best in the world. So, like, I just as a blanket statement, that's unhelpful. Pizza or burgers? Generally speaking, pizza. I need to really be in the mood for burgers, and me being in the mood for burgers is infrequent. I like that we're still doing harf as the panting onomatopoeia. Took me a second to think of the word. Oh, Fernando. Please let my poor husbandu go. Curveless. Boy, they're hitting that one. On the host of that show, one of the hosts on the show have been having medical issues. They've been having various guest hosts fill in. Jesse was on a couple months ago. I mean, like, again, there's also availability, timing. If they're keeping a regular upload schedule, but Jesse's not available on their record date, like, stuff gets complicated. And again, I don't know what their positions were. I don't know if they were talking ignorant cisgender perspective stuff. I have no idea. I'm just telling you that broadly speaking, I don't think you have to be part of a group in order to discuss that group, as long as you are willing to admit to your own limitations. Where do you like to get pizza from? I'm not going to name the specific place because it's not hard to find out the general area of Vermont I live in because I have a P.O. box, but like I don't like identifying the names of businesses around here. It feels like self-doxing, even though I know it's not any more than just having the P.O. box, and you would automatically assume, well, okay, so she's within a drivable distance of that P.O. box. So, but even so, I don't like naming specific local businesses that are actually geographically near me, and that's the reason I'm mentioning them. So I'm going to give that one a pass, Izzy. Yes, Jesse is exceedingly busy. Honestly, if we hadn't started podcasting when we did, I'm not sure I'd be able to wrangle her for a weekly podcast starting now. I think she's able to keep doing it because we've been doing it. But like with everything else she has going on, I think if I was suggesting it for the first time now, she'd be going, I don't know. I think I'm doing too much. Well, the thing is that chains in Vermont are like 1 or 2 locations. And some places around here are literally just the one location. That's the thing about rural living. You're not talking chains very often. That is a fascinating question. Jay's claim to game, but I don't know if I actually have an answer for it. That's the kind of thing that I'd have to think about for probably a while. I'd have to like go through stuff. That is one of those things where like that is a great question that I do not have an answer off the top of my head. Dang it, frickin'. Not all of the... There is not as good a distinction between foreground and background elements in this as I would like. And so intermittently I'm like getting damaged by something that I don't realize is in the foreground, or trying to jump onto something that I don't realize is in the background. And frickin' contact damage, man. I don't like contact damage in a game like this. I really don't. If they have attacks, then have them hit me with the attacks. Don't have them hit me with just contact alone. Unless that's the only thing they do. Like that grass lady who just charged me. Like, okay, you know what? Fine. Whatever. Charging is the only thing she does. But these frickin' fairies, I have to dodge an attack and I can't touch them? Like, come on. Like, Mario gets away with that because nearly everything is a one jump on the head and they're out situation. So ah, dang it. You can comment on other communities and intersections. If you do genuine outreach and listen, engage, and not just spectator sport as creators or commentators, I'll agree with that. Again, like I will say, I don't think it's 100% out of line to voice your thoughts on something. But if you are not knowledgeable, you should A, say that, and B, if you get corrected by somebody who is, for crying out loud, don't get defensive about it. And, like, if you intend to talk at length about something, if you intend to talk as if you have an informed opinion, you better actually have one. One Denny's in the UK, they had to add full English breakfast to the menu because they knew he would be annoyed if there wasn't one. Full English breakfast might actually get me to go to a Denny's. Get back. Ah! And there's a number of jumps that are like just under my jump height. That's annoying as well. I'm finding little mechanical annoyances with this game. Again, like, it makes sense that this one was made before Mating Cops, because this is not as polished as Mating Cops is. Mating Cops was not a particularly mechanically complex game, but it did know what it was doing with the mechanics it had. This feels just rougher. Not unplayably so, but just, you know, broadly speaking. I mean, are you asking me to fan cast, Izzy? Because I'm not good at that. Ah! These frickin' things. The Grand British Slam. Lovely. Ah! Get away from me. Get away from me. Ah! At least health is a fairly common drop. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not... Some of the platforming in this is just kind of a pain. Dang it. Come on. Oh, go down. There we go. Yeah, I heard that too, Carowin. I have noticed that it has been technically officially worded not as canceling the Tangle, but development is on hold. I think that anything that isn't too far along to stop, which there probably are a few things that are, but I suspect anything that, dang it, that isn't in that boat where, like, they were still in pre-production and planning work on it, I think they are going to be putting a lot of stuff on hold. Come on. Okay, this is annoying. I think they're going to put as much stuff on hold as they can get away with until Lilo and Stitch and Moana come out. And if those both underperform, that could finally be the end of this. And I saw a write-up that pointed something out that I didn't realize, which is that not all, but a number of the executives who had really been pushing for the live-action remakes are no longer at Disney. Oh, for God's sake. So that might end up being a factor as well, that in addition to the underperformance, you know, the people who championed it and or the people who need it to do well for the sake of their jobs and are going to keep pushing it, a lot of them aren't there. So without a producerial champion for it, it makes it easier to stop doing, if that makes sense. But Lilo and Stitch is still going to come out. Moana will still come out because in both cases they are too far. Oh, God's sake. In both cases they are too far along to stop. If I were to guess, if I were to make a prediction, which I don't generally like to do, I think Lilo and Stitch is probably going to do okay. Not great, but not so bad that it would be a panic moment the way that Snow White has been. Okay, we gotta figure this out. But I think if Moana tanks, which I think it will, I think Lilo and Stitch will do well enough. Oh, God's sake. Yeah, the platforming in this is kind of annoying. I think Lilo and Stitch is going to do well enough that it's not going to send them into a panic. But then I expect that Moana is going to underperform. And that one is, if not going to completely pull the plug on all future live-action remakes, it at the very least is going to end up pulling the plug on anything that recent or anything close to that recent, which I would consider Tangled is older than Moana, but I think that would fall under that same kind of thing because it's very clearly from the era of Disney that was all in on the CGI. So that's what I'm expecting to happen. I expect Lilo and Stitch to do okay, but not great. I expect Moana to underperform. And then the result on that will either be the ceasing of the entire practice, or at least the putting to bed of it and not doing anything that recent. Because, here's what's proving to be the point. Stuff that is really old has not done especially well. Cinderella did well, but Snow White has not done well. Pinocchio has not done well. What the heck? Lady and the Tramp didn't do well. Granted, they just released that on streaming, but still. Their biggest successes have been adaptations of stuff from the 90s, from the Disney Renaissance. But those aren't universally loved either. Those haven't all made as much as they were supposed to. And they're also running out of them. They've already done, like, the proper classics. So I think what they're learning is people, for the most part, aren't interested in a live-action remake of the really old stuff. And if Moana tanks, they might take that as an indication that they're not interested in remakes of the really new stuff either, which means there's a very short window of time they can pull from, and they've already pulled most of the stuff there is to pull from it. I gotta learn to look for these things. Ah! It was a tomato. That's Wicked Wolf. I say this as a fan of the original. A sequel and remake in quick succession is too much Moana. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the original. I really like Moana. I think it's phenomenal, but yeah. And I'm like, in their vague defense, they weren't supposed to both be theatrically released. It's just they're realizing they were spending way too much on stuff going to streaming, and for how much they were spending on the Moana follow-up, like, we need to put this in theaters if we're going to even have a prayer at recouping money on it. So, like, it wasn't like they were planning to do a sequel and then a live-action remake within 2 years, both released to theaters. They weren't, but that is how it's panned out for them. That's a good line. He's such a good husband. Yeah, like, here's the thing. I don't know. Streaming was profitable for Netflix because it was the first one out the gate. And I think Hulu being effectively the second one is probably also why they got profitable. But now that people are split across so many different streaming services, I don't know how you actually make those profitable. Because, like, a lot of what gets watched is old stuff, but you don't lure people over with the old stuff. The new stuff is expensive to make, and you're not making additional revenue with the new stuff. So, like, sorry, I'm going off on a whole thing. To compare it to traditional network TV, when you debuted a new show, if it was a hit, that made you immediate improved revenue because you could charge a lot for the ad spots. That's not, even though they've added ads to streaming, that's not how it's panning out, though. Like, it just isn't. So, they've cooked their own goose on that. I mean, that is basically the executive thought process in a nutshell, 255. The executive class is the biggest drain on the economy. That's getting too close to politics, though, so we're going to move on from that. Oh, jeez. They really go after her for the flat chest. There is nothing wrong with being flat-chested. I was flat-chested for a long time. Granted, I'm not anymore, and I am quite fond of the non-flatness I get to enjoy. But, damn it! But I was flat-chested for many a year. Oh, for God. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it takes me a second to register what's foreground and what's background. It's not as immediately readable as it really should be. And that is unfair. The fact that because your jump is too damn vertical, I can accidentally brush the roof spikes that haven't even started coming down yet. That's no. Oh, come on. Oh! Ah! Oh, wait a minute. There's something back there I probably should have grabbed. Well, if I lose again... If I lose again, I'll do that. And I probably will. No, I made it. But I missed a thing that I could have grabbed. Dang it. Why is it after I spot the thing and I'm like, oh, I'll probably die anyway and I'll get another crack at grabbing it. That's when I'm like, oh no, I'll beat this section. Yeah. I don't know anything about that project, Ms. Wicked Wolf, so I have no opinion. Like, that one I'll let go, 255. That's pretty standard. But the rest of it was annoying me. Okay. Okay. Now we're... Ah, see? Freaking contact. Oh, freaking contact damage I'm not happy about. Be right back, folks. Okay. Sorry about that. It will happen again at least once. Okay. Freaking contact damage. I really really don't think this game should have contact damage. Oh, that was BS. Oh, don't like this. I don't like this. Like, am I supposed to just perfectly time how long she's over there before she starts flying to the other side so that I know I have to stop slashing and get out of the way because there's fucking contact damage? Yeah. I agree with that, Carolyn. Ah, fuck. The contact damage might be what makes me pack it in. Because I'm not... And given how many of... And given how many of her projectiles I'm repelling back at her when I do that, I'm also annoyed at how little damage that's doing. That can hit me on a platform from the bottom? Okay. Okay. Yeah, this might become a rage quit, which would be a shame because it's cute, it's got a good sense of humor, and I was largely enjoying it, but this is pushing its luck with me right now. Like this frickin' thing. Give me the heart. It should not be able to get me on a platform, on a raised platform. 2? Oh, that's BS. I haven't even got this frickin' fairy down to halfway. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Fuck you. Oh, eat me. Ugh! This thing's coming dangerously close to rage quit territory. Oh. What? Like, it might be different if it was a guarantee that the fairies that she summoned will drop a heart. That might be different, but... I don't want cash. I want a heart pickup. Oh, fuck you. Oh, eat shit. Tell you what, I'm glad I played Maiden Cops first, because if I tried this first, I might not have tried their other games. Because this is really ticking me off. I've yet to even get her down to half health, which I also hate. What is with this double-length health bar BS? Show me a health bar and have it be the health bar. Don't give me this double length. At least it's not a secret, like, second phase. At least it's showing me flat out, yeah, this is here twice. I'll give it that, I suppose, but not... What? Fuck! Goddamn fucking contact damage. I'm... And the jump is not responsive enough to get me out of the goddamn way, so I have to stop hacking at her way sooner than I want to, which means it's gonna take forever to frickin' hack away. Oh my god! That fucking thing. Those fucking things on the ground, like the fucking plant, that thing is bullshit. Ah! I'm gonna give this a couple more tries, because I am at that point where, like, I'm so pissed off I want to beat this boss just to teach it a lesson. But honestly, next time the game gets me as angry as this, whether it's on an obstacle course or the next boss, I'm not putting up with this again. I might put up with it here just for the simple reason that I really, really want to take this thing down. But I guess the alternative is... Oh! Eat me! I should probably stop. It's fucking... And the fact that the plant follows you around, if it was just like patrolling back and forth, that would be one fucking thing. But it's not. It's following me. It can reach me when I'm on a platform, which is such bullshit. And far enough in the fight, she's gonna summon a fucking second one. And I feel like it should be like an actual viable strategy to be deflecting this stuff back at her, because if I do it when I'm close, how many of these things I hit back at her should do so much more damage than it does. Goddamn contact. Like, at this point, I'm lucky to get a hit in on her. Just because not only do I have to stay off the ground, I have to stay off the lower platforms as well because of these goddamn things. And I'm gonna run out of power for my... Okay, so that's halfway... Oh! No! This better start halfway through. Okay. Nope. Nope. No. No. Fuck you. Fuck off. That's it. No, that is it. That is 100% it. Here's a question. Actually, hang on. There might be a reason to keep going. Hang on here. 1 second, folks. Okay, I was actually wondering about this, whether or not I could do upgrading. Like, because my worry was, like, am I not going to get to upgrade again until I beat this boss? But... I want to change my weapon. Okay. So, here's the next question. Do I have to start from the beginning of the forest again? No, I don't. Okay. Okay, I was able to do some upgrading, and I can go more or less straight to the boss. And now I've got a health potion and more health. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna... see how this feels. I really do very sincerely feel that the fairies that she summons should automatically drop hearts. I really feel like that should be the case. But it's not. They are more often dropping frickin' coins, which I'm not going to say I have no use for. Obviously, I just use coins to do some upgrading. But in the fight, that's not what I need. Hang on. Okay. Hey, Jen. Oh, thanks for stopping in. Brief though it is. Okay. that I still really feel like reflecting when I'm that close to her should do a lot more damage than it does. Sorry for going so quiet. I'm in concentration mode. This is some... And again, it's not impossible to tell foreground from background, but it is less immediately obvious than it should be. Shit. Come on. I've almost got you, and I'm not gonna get you. Because I am now out of healing. And that's, yeah. I was out of, Oh, well that's good. That's good at least. I don't have to, okay. I was legit afraid that, like, with the health potion gone, it was gonna be a one-time consumable. It recharges on restarting the fight. That's good. Okay, so it's more like an Estus flask then. Okay. Okay, that helps. See, I feel like this might... Ugh, I did better last go. I feel like this might actually be doable. But, oh, crying out loud. Not, alright, not this go. This go, I'm blowing it. So just finish me off, please. Yeah. I'll start that over. Don't worry, 255. I worked in customer service on the phone for a while. I know how to be pleasant on the phone regardless of how I am personally feeling. I was paid to do it for a while. It's not a fun skill to have, but it is one that I have. Ah, frick. Oh, damn you. Yeah, there's no way I win this one. I gotta figure out if there's a... Okay, I need to be... because I don't have a mana potion and I only have a health potion, I need to be careful about draining my mana in the first half of the fight if I can. I may not be able to be careful with that. Okay, just finish me off. This has gone badly. Oh, the fact that that hit me twice was BS. Okay. Just finish me off. I'm in bullshit central again. Okay. Come on, drift up, drift up. Ah! Ah! Fuck! Ah! Okay. Hate those things. Ah! Yeah, no, this isn't going great. Here's what I will say. Regardless of whether or not I keep playing this after this stream, I'm not going to play it on stream again, just because I get the general sense from people that it's not fun to watch me get irritated, at least in an unedited and or scripted fashion, or not scripted, I guess I should have said. So I probably will not play this again on stream. I may keep playing off stream just to see where my tolerance is on it, but Whoa! Finally. I like Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Finally. There we go. Ooh. Normally, if we're talking like a wing ripoff, I'd be a little bit about it. Except like for how annoyed I am with you, like bite me. Oh, wait, I get the wings? Oh, hello. And then I just get hit. It's a drain on mana. Okay, I was gonna say, how is this not gonna break the difficulty? Because it's a drain. Okay. You don't get to put an enemy directly in line for me to bounce into. That's some frickin' janky SNES frickin' licensed game BS right there. That's what that was. Okay. I see what you did there, Jennifer. Okay, so how do I get there? Aha! Whoa! Okay. Okay. Deep caves. All right. What can I get here? Yeah. An Oni. Interesting. Okay. Alright. More than anything, I want to do more damage, but I cannot afford to. That is frustrating. Alright, I'm morbidly curious about this. Alright. Let's see what this is like. Has a phobia of butterflies. I mean, some people do. See, that's some cash. That's some cash to actually do some upgrading with. Spare fairy dust. Hard to find, isn't it? Okay, that was funny. Yeah, my sympathy to anyone who's having a rough body day. Whoop. Ooh. $13. Thank you, Carowin. Much appreciated. Whoa. Whoa! That is kind of the point. 255. It's a straight up inversion. What's over here? Oh. But nope. Okay, so oh. I made it all the way back, but it didn't matter because I didn't hit the frickin' switch. Nice one, dingus. Much appreciated. Okay, there we go. Okay. Nope, nothing yet. Odd. Very odd. Sorry, hang on, I want to check something while I'm thinking of it. All right. I do indeed remember that one. 255. It was, they've made some odd choices on the occasions where, not all of the occasions, but on many of the occasions where they have made normally support, especially female characters, playable. Like, you can even go back to Super Mario RPG on the SNES, and the fact that Peach's go-to, or one of her go-to weapons in that, was a frying pan. Oh, come on. Apparently, they have a similar feeling towards Zelda, since the recent game where you could actually play as Zelda, they made a point of not allowing you to get into direct combat as her. Where, like, there's some kind of belief that she's not allowed to, you know, swing a sword. It's, there's some troubling notions of gender dynamics over at Nintendo every now and then. Then, speaking of that, then there's Metroid Other M, and holy crap. Yeah, that one. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh. Oh, crying out loud. All right, I think we're actually going to wrap it up there. Metroid Other M has a lot of problems. Its biggest one is the writing, as they take what is unquestionably the standard bearer for strong female characters in Nintendo games and made her into a character who flits between flat and motionless monotone and having a complete mental freak out facing a monster that she's killed like 10 times already. That game is a lot, and I mean that in the worst way. I mean that as an insult. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up there. Okay. So tomorrow, video on the main channel will be looking at Doctor Who companions and my thoughts on the times where they have turned out to be super special people, as if somehow chosen by destiny. That'll be tomorrow's video. This weekend, for YouTube channel members and Patreon supporters, you will have early access to next weekend's video, which will be about the time travel rules of Doctor Who. And so that's what's coming up there. New episode of the podcast out on Monday. That's both here and on the podcast feed. I'll put out something on this channel on Sunday. I don't know what. I've shot a bunch of stuff for the break room, but I haven't edited any of it yet, so I don't know what I don't know what it's gonna be, but it'll be something. So there'll be something here Sunday, new video on the main channel tomorrow, new podcast Monday, and next week I'll play something else. I'm not gonna play this one on stream again, though I might continue to plug away at it. I'm not gonna play it on stream again. So anyways, thank you very much for joining me for this. I hope you have a good rest of the day, have a good weekend, and please be well, be safe, and be kind. I'll see you.